them, because it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. Sheep. But after I am resurrected, I will go before you to Galilee. Even if everyone abandons you, I won't, declared Pedro. I assure you, Jesus answered, that today, this very night, before the rooster crows the second time, you will deny me 3 times. Even if I have to die with you, Pedro insisted vehemently, I will never deny you. And the others said the same. The first reality about failures that we want to highlight this day is that 1. Failures make our pride evident. Why does failure feel so bitter? Why can't you get out of your mind the event in which you didn't reach the goal, in which you responded in the wrong way, in which you were shown to others as unfit for the task? If we are honest, because in every failure what hurts the most is our pride. What feels shattered is everything about which we thought we were 675. Invincible or invulnerable. But failure confronts us with our reality. We were arrogant and we did not see this result coming. The possibility did not even cross our minds. The same thing happened to Pedro. He was confronted with his arrogance. Jesus, he knew what was about to happen, and he declares to them the reality of the matter. Tonight, everyone is going to abandon me. What's more, what would happen was prophesied. Jesus was not talking about possibilities, but about certainties. Everyone would abandon him. But, although this reality was sad, at the same time it came with hope. Jesus tells them that when he was resurrected he would see them in Galilee. The bad news is followed by the hope of the gospel. Whatever happens, remember that I will rise again. And we will meet again. Pedro immediately, with a proud tone, states, even if everyone abandons you, I won't. What was he implying? Even if these immature ones, these fearful ones, these insecure ones, abandon you, I won't do that. I am better than all of these. Although you have included me in your advertisement, I do not fit into that category. I am above these. He even raised 3 points, saying that, even if he had to die, he would never deny Jesus. He would never deny Jesus. As we know, these were statements of arrogance rather than conviction. Pedro had a very wrong concept of himself. His arrogance blinded him to the reality that he was as needy, as fragile, as vulnerable as any other human being. My brothers, pride precedes failure. When you have failed, you realize that you were overconfident, that you were careless, that you let your guard down, that you stopped being intentional, that, as we say, you hung up your hammock, because you thought of yourself that you were strong, confident, accurate, sufficient, reliable, and we put aside our dependence on God. Jesus reminded Peter of his vulnerability when he announced that same night before the rooster crowed a second time, he would have already denied him 3 times. At that moment Peter could not yet see his pride, but when what Jesus had announced to him occurred, he was confronted with his reality. Maybe right now you are facing failure. Ask yourself, what hurts me the most about all of this? What did I lose? The benefits I didn't achieve? How did my image turn out? Maybe everything just has to do with you. In short, it is our pride that is hurt. It is our arrogance that is being evidenced in this process. If we realize this, we need to repent and show humility before God. A humble heart is one that God restores and transforms. Let us not harden our hearts anymore. God, through this failure, is revealing to us that heart of pride that separates us from dependence on Him. And, apart from Him, we can do nothing. Failure makes our pride evident, but there is a second reality about failure that we need to underline, and that is 676. 2. Failures make our idols evident. Mark 14, 66-72 tells us the central episode we are considering. It tells us that after they apprehended Jesus in Gethsemane, they took Jesus to the high priest's house, and that Peter secretly followed the crowd that was carrying Jesus.